Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
This is a little different for me, bro.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, man. First time for everything, chasing the tide, going live. Got some news and stuff from this past weekend. We're going to bring you a little bit of saltwater side of things for a change.
Saltwater shenanigans.
A little saltwater shenanigans here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis Anderson in the house already says, "What's up, brother?"
What's up, man? What's going on tonight, fellas? What's up, everybody out there in internet land watching us? Thanks y'all for joining. We got a good lineup tonight, man. We got five of the anglers. We got all the regional angler of the years recipients. We got the rookie of the year. We got the winner of the championship, the final day of the tournament there of the KBF Redfish Series Championship. And then we got the overall series angler of the year. We got all of them guys in the house, man. So yeah, it's gonna be a good little info tonight. We're gonna share some stuff and then talk about what happened over the weekend and go with that, Yes,
well,
sir.
First off, I gotta say happy Veterans Day to you, my friend. Thank you for your service, brother. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. Hoorah! Semper Fi, everybody out there.
What do you call each other? Crayon eaters or something?
Crayon eaters. We were the only ones dumb enough to go into the Marine Corps, so we ate crayons, man. I like burnt orange is my favorite.
You've told me that before, so
hey, yeah, shout out Josh Smith. We got another veteran on tonight, Wray. He's gonna be on. He was the overall series angler of the year on the KBF Redfish Series, and so he'll be joining us later too. We got a couple guys backstage already. I don't want to leave them hanging too long, but yeah, Josh Smith, my fellow crayon eater. Yeah, happy Veterans Day. Dark waters. I got to get up into dark water soon, man. You're supposed to be having me on there, so
yeah. What's up with that, bro?
He been cheating on me. I don't know what's going on, man. We're gonna have to have a little talk.
Well, for those of you tuning in, for everybody tuning in, go in that lower left-hand corner and click that share button. Share this up, build the audience. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of great information tonight. I'm going to be sitting in the back wings, so you don't have to look at this all night. Everybody gets
jump in every now and then and keep me in line.
Right on.
Any questions or anything? Yeah, you jump in and let me know if anybody's got any questions. But if you are watching, and make sure you give permission to StreamYard and all that good stuff, so we know who you are. Because if it says Facebook user, we're going to be like Facebook user. So. We're not going to know who's commenting or sharing stuff. So right there, see, there you are. Thank you for your service, Facebook user. So whoever that is, type your name and let us know who that is next time.
There we go.
Right on.
There we go.
But kick things off tonight. We're going to bring in Andrew Imes from North Carolina. He won the Atlantic Division Angler of the Year. And he's right here with us right now. What's going on, man? We're going to talk with you for a little bit, and then we're going to bring in the rest of them. So you want to give everybody tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what's going on tonight, man.
How's it going? I'm Andrew. I'm from Oak Island, North Carolina, southeastern North Carolina, and here to answer anything you guys want to know.
Yeah, we're just gonna bring you in and introduce yourself. We're gonna bring the other guys in. We're gonna kind of talk about what went on during the tournament weekend and kind of what all shook down there. So good to have you on tonight, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring on Kalon Johnson from Louisiana. What's up, my man? What's going on? What's going on?
Much, man.
Tell everybody what's your name, where you're from,
All right. Well, my name's Kalon Johnson from Thibodaux, Louisiana. Known to be, the best fishery in the world. I'm pretty sure these Florida and Texas guys got an argument about that one.
Oh yeah.
There.
Oh yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, man. Cool deal. So, all right. Kalon was the Gulf Division Series Angler of the Year. So, right on. Congrats on that. We're going to go ahead and bring the Rookie of the Year of the series. Joe Arthur's going to come on with us right now. One of Texas' own right there. Busted it out. What's up, Joe? What's going on, man?
That's it. Just living the life.
Oh, yeah, that's right, man. I bet you're glad you made that trek over there to Gulf Shores, huh?
You ain't wrong.
Oh, yeah. So, hey, we're going to start things out. I want each of y'all to chime in on kind of the area over there. How overall, how'd y'all feel? Andrew, how'd you feel about that area if we had the boundaries? What was going on with that?
I liked it. It's the first time I've ever fished the area. I had 2 days of pre-fishing, 1 day at the tournament, and I mean it's definitely a cool area. I wish I would have spent some more time there because the amount of docks, and it's very homogeneous. Just, I mean, 3-4 foot along the bait lines everywhere. Not a lot of structure besides docks. So, I mean, you could spend weeks there figuring out what set of structure they're actually hanging on.
Yeah, that was probably would have been key, man, because only having a day, or I kind of actually treated the Friday, the open tournament, as another day of pre-fishing, basically.
That's exactly how I did it as well. It's like, maybe I'll get lucky, maybe not, but I went to a completely different area and found some decent ones. They just weren't there championship day for me.
Exactly. Kalon, how you feel about the area? What'd you find out overall?
I think the boundaries were great. I kind of wish they would have had a little bit more area further up north on the map. My initial plan was to fish some areas further up north, but it's all good. It's all part of the game. The area I did fish, I mean, the fish were there on both days. I was surrounded by anglers catching fish on both days, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me. Throwing the same lures, doing the same pattern, and I just couldn't. My main problem was just they wouldn't commit to my lures, so they kept striking everything.
Exactly. That's how I felt that on Saturday myself. It's just like, the couple fish laid on Friday that had me feeling good. A couple, I had a 26 and I had like a 23 3/4. Felt real good. I was like, man, maybe if I could repeat this. And I saw some other fish up in that creek. I said, man, if I could just put 5 together, it might be pretty good. But man, they just would not commit, like you're saying. They just would come and they boil, and then they just flash on it and move. I mean, it's like they were just playing games with it.
Everybody else, they was committing, but not for us.
Yeah. Right. Joe, what was your overall take on the boundaries, the area, man? It's a beautiful fishery over there.
You're not lying. Yeah, it's beautiful. Felt like I was scouting the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough, man. It was tough for some of us. I just that right place in the right time paid off. It definitely did.
Yeah, I think I let the weather kind of psych me out for the championship. I thought it was going to be a lot worse wind, and I chose not to fish a few areas based on that, which looked fantastic on the map.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. I had initially was going to go to another area, but because of the high winds that was predicted early in the morning, I chose to go back to where I went on day one. I mean, the fish were there, but I think going into that open water where I wanted to go at, it might have, you never know, it could have paid off. But that's all part of it.
Yeah. That's how it rolls sometimes. You go with what you know, and you kind of go by that forecast, and sometimes that forecast don't play out. Some days it's forecast to be light, and sometimes it's blowing 20, but that day was forecast to blow a lot harder, and it never really materialized,
Mm-hmm.
So it was like
it's a beautiful day, and I was like, why am I here? I should be way out here.
Yep. Definitely. We had Joe racked up the Rookie of the Year award, coming in hot, man, on a couple of the Challenge Series events. Put some good numbers on the board and ended up pulling it off, man. That fish was clutch that you caught to edge you out over Kalon. For that trophy. What time that fish come for you? What time of the day on Saturday?
It was fairly early, and I thought I'd figured out a pattern once I caught that one. Got in a good area, good active area, a lot of feeding fish, but I'd actually try to sight cast some good upper slots. They could have been over, but they wouldn't even look at anything I was throwing at them.
Nope.
I don't want to talk about overslots.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about overslots. And the more and more I look at that one of mine, I don't know how big it is. I wish I'd have had a board long enough to measure him, because he's freaking toad.
That's nuts.
And then on Sunday, man, when I seen Joe put that fish on the board, I was like, he got it. He got Rookie of the Year, because all it was is we just had to put fish on the board. Right.
I
mean, it came at one point to where, okay, I know I'm not going to win this tournament. It's too late for me to, catch these 5 fish that I need to take the place.
I just need to put a fish on there.
Year and that Rookie of the Year award. But You know, kudos to Joe. You did your thing, man. Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah, it all worked out for all of you guys.
Thanks,
you know,
Kalon.
it just panned out good. Kalon, you got the Gulf region, and Andrew got the Atlantic region. You know, that's a cool deal. I know, Andrew, did you make the one last year in Florida?
Yeah, I did. This is the second year I've taken the Atlantic division. Came in, I believe it was 5th that year. It was a 3-fish limit that year.
Yeah.
Very cool area. Sight fishing was fantastic. Just it was tough plugging anything over about 23 inches there. And if you found a couple good ones, it's all it took with a 3-fish limit.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good area over there. That's an area I fished when I was younger. Growing up, St. Simon's Island in Jacksonville area, I had fished that a little bit over there. I was kind of bummed I didn't get to make that one, but man, it looks like we'll be going back to Gulf Shores again next year.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that area. That was really dumb fish, clear water. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
I thought I was down there in Florida for one point. I mean, those flats that was basically like bath water, man. I mean, you can see fish coming from a mile away if they were schooling up. I mean, at one point, I came across a whole school of redfish. I didn't notice until I stood up, and then they all took off. So
they all took off. Yeah,
that was my chance right there. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little more, finesse, kind of a little more.
Oh yeah.
Little different over there. I'm used to them
fluorocarbon game.
You know, I'm used to seeing birds playing hopscotch down the bank, and I run over there full blast with a torpedo blazing and run up on them and pull like 3 fish out of a scoop. Okay, cool.
You ain't doing that over there. You know.
Yeah. No. It's definitely more tactics involved, and then like I said, there's no oyster reefs. A whole lot of oyster over there. There's not a whole lot. There's structure like old dilapidated docks and underhangs and stumps, old underwater stump fields. Luck into them. It's definitely a different type of fishery. So it was a big learning curve to go over there, but it's still fun catching fish. It's like a smorgasbord: bass, flounder, trout, redfish, sheephead.
Oh yeah,
caught quite a few
first cast.
Over there.
Yeah, my first cast on pre-fishing day was a bass. I was like, man, did I pick the wrong creek here? What's going on? That's not something I'm used to seeing where I'm at.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was fishing a flat, and then when you had to really get shallow to cross that flat, but once you cross it, it was a deep hole that dropped off. And I mean, you know the difference in the coloration of water. It went from you see the sand to just And when I hit that hole, I mean, I must have caught at least 5-7 trout back to back to back.
Yes.
20
it's that time of year where the trout were definitely starting to push up in them deeper holes. It seemed like, and a lot of those rivers over there, the river systems actually have springs that could kind of feed them. Mm-hmm. And that's what I noticed. The water was pretty constant, 68, 69 degrees in all those rivers over there.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, I had a lot of little creeks, channel swings, 8-9 foot, and then to go to like a 2-foot flat on the other side. And on the edge of that drop off, I was catching some good flounder and some nice trout,
Yeah.
And then you see the redfish come up on that flat and kind of boil and chase bait, and then just couldn't get them to do nothing.
Yeah, couldn't. It's crazy because on that day I was like, man, I literally just give me 2 redfish. I'll be happy with 2.
Be happy with 2. Yep.
I'll be happy with 2, but I couldn't get it. So.
Whew. Yeah, that's the way it goes. That's why
Tournament.
That's why these things are fun. Tournament day blues, and
you're coming back for sure.
Well, that's the way. You just got to take it and move on. Just hope the cards are dealt in your favor next time. The fish cooperate. That's just all part of it. I guess that's what keeps us bringing us back to these things. The highs of winning are just insane. You're so excited, man. I mean, when that happens, I'm like fully stoked. And then there's a lows of the defeat when you get skunked or you only catch 1 fish or can't put it together, losing fish at the boat. That's a whole different story.
My favorite part is just putting together a game plan and then executing it at the end. Just having everything come together. It's like a big puzzle, So
definitely makes you feel good about your decisions you made. And then you get to meet people you've never met in person. I mean, it's like freaking, we get to all hang out and all the good stuff. What's up, Daniel Hayes? Yeah, we'll see you Saturday. We got a flounder event Saturday. A couple side pots going on too. So Saltwater Survival Series. Shout out Daniel Hayes. What's up? Just chimed in down there. on the comment. But yeah, man, that's like I said, we get to meet all these cool people from all over the place. We get to hang out, got a good thing going on. Looking forward to next year.
Oh,
I don't know how much we're supposed to share about that, but
look, all I can say is that I could tell everybody it's going to be bigger and better. Like I cannot wait.
Yeah.
The information.
If you're wanting to jump in and do some of the same stuff and then come fishing Gulf Shores next year, you need to be entering them monthly online KBF challenges, which will, there's going to be some stuff coming out real soon on that, the whole shebang, and it's going to be pretty exciting, as from what I see.
Look, I had committed saying that bass is going to be my main topic for next season, but I might have to change it up a little bit,
After Hobie released some of their, especially putting Sam Raven on the schedule, I'm gonna fish quite a few of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna fish some bass.
But man, saltwater's always been my main pool, man. I love to catch bass, though. I do. I'm fishing. We got a couple tournaments coming up. We got one coming up in December. Then our real season with Southeast Texas Kayak Bass League starts off in January, and it's a pretty good schedule with some really good lakes and stuff. But I'm excited for what we got redfish wise next year. Saltwater Angler Series added their events. Man, they're bumping it up, make a single instead of a team events, a single angler events, and we're gonna have the kayak redfish World Series in Corpus Christi, and then there's some events in Louisiana too. Kalon, there's one in Houma next year.
I'll be there.
I'll be there too. I'm gonna have to get a couple pin drops.
Yeah.
I wish I lived a little closer down there. You guys got a lot of series going.
Yeah, dude, we got 3 or 4 in Texas. They're just, super fun. And then a couple other events that have, like the Saltwater Survivals it started out as an event where they give everybody the same box of baits. Joe, that's what drew me too. And they had a flounder event, a trout event, and a redfish event, and they're all kind of staggered. But then they had the side pots, like a slam side pot, most spots. I mean, there's like 4 side pots. So you enter all the side pots in the tournament for like $115, and then, you get food. There's tons of raffles and give. I mean, it's just a great event. And then there's, there was a Rudy's event for a while that's kind of drifted off, but then there's a Saltwater Angler that just kicked off. There's a Lone Star Kayak Series, and then there's all these bass trails that all around the state.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Man, y'all have a lot of good redfish trails, man. And I mean, us here in Louisiana really don't have much as far as redfish trips specifically for redfish. So that's why I was always traveling to Texas and things like that. So y'all got it going on.
Yeah, you got a place to stay over here, man. If y'all ever make it this way, we'll put y'all up on the couch on the extra room or something.
I'll take you up on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You come late in the winter, we'll chase some big trout too, if you want to do that. That's what I'm doing in the next few months. I mean, there's some good redfish too, but Joe likes them cold water redfish. He likes the springtime.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Making when they're not at school and it's not as easy, right?
Yeah. I don't know about school so much. You catch one, spook them all, but
yeah.
Wintertime's always fun.
Yeah, wintertime's fun when they're back there in the marsh and them deeper holes. They get stuck back there. You kind of got to drag into your spots. And that's where a lot of these guys like Joe, I'll let y'all know, Joe paddled that whole tournament. He paddled.
Yes, sir.
He paddled what were you paddling? A CUDA 14?
That's it.
Yes, sir. That's the soul of kayaking right there, is that paddling in it. But that's the only way. You ain't dragging no PA 14 over these mud flats to get to these holes in the wintertime in Texas. Because there's redfish stuck back there. Like
I'll do it.
I bet you will. I bet you figure it out. I bet you will. I bet Andrew will do that now. I guarantee it. Well, man, that was anything else y'all want to add? Y'all got any shout outs, anybody or anything, Andrew?
Nah, man, I appreciate you guys having us on. Had an awesome time fishing with you guys down there and meeting everybody. Can't wait till next year. I hope we get to do some more events like this in the future because, I mean, saltwater is where it's at. Bass is great and everything, but that just thought of the unknown every cast, you never know what's going to show up on the end of your line. Every cast is just what's going.
Yeah, exactly. A freaking 40-inch plus redfish on a 2-inch square bill.
Yeah, man, you don't find that stuff bass fishing.
No, not at all. Yeah, are you you got any sponsors, anything you want to give a shout out to while you're on?
Great
Get a little
outdoor
love.
fishing company. Boondocks has always been great to me. Astral PFDs and shoes, they're awesome. Immersion Research, all your dry gear, go for them, man. They make some of the best products out there. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh yeah, dude, it's cool. Y'all were able to come on. I appreciate y'all coming on. You know, we're just doing a little short little info, little live feed here to talk a little bit about that thing. So, you know, it was a beautiful place over there. You know, I just can't get over the area. You know, it's it was just insane being over there and sharing all that water with everybody and just coming together. You know, and getting that info about what's going to go down next year. You know, that's a whole big deal.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready.
Could have definitely spent some more time down there for sure.
Yeah, I would have liked to got in there Monday and spent the whole 4 days fishing before the tournament.
Yeah,
you know?
that would have been real nice.
That'd have been real nice, but you know, work calls. I have no vacation left this time of the year. Had to swap days. It's just that deal, man. You know.
Yep.
Kalon, you got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank some people around?
Man, I just want to thank friends and family for their support. You know, shout out to Cabela's and Bass Pro, Matrix Shad, Exotic High Performance Rods, all my sponsors out there. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank y'all for y'all support. Couldn't do it without y'all.
Right on, man. Cool deal, Joe. Anybody you want to thank, man? Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, Dustin. Appreciate you for having me on, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the interview. Want to thank for sure my sponsors. I got Champions Outdoors right here, J-Max Yak Shack. Got the Lone Star Kayak Series, Tailing Toads for sure, and H&H Rods all day.
Oh, cool deal, man. Well, I know you guys are just as excited as me about next year, what's going to go down. I can't wait for all that to come out. We're kind of involved in the little talks, which is pretty cool to be involved in that. You know, we got to sit down at dinner each night and you know, talk about some things going to happen and all that. So I'm excited when all that stuff starts coming out because I feel it's going to be big. I feel it's going to be big next year.
Oh yeah,
cool deal, man. Whew. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm getting chill bumps right now.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that schedule.
Yeah, bring it on. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. We're going to move along and I get Vince and Greg in. Andrew, Kalon, Joe, thanks for coming on. Keep in touch, you know, and all that good stuff. And, man, I had a great time over there. And thanks y'all again for coming on this evening. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
all
guys.
right, fellas. All right. Later.
Congratulations.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right.
Congrats to all of y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Later. What's up? Mr. Vince Wray going to join us now. And Greg Riddle. Greg Riddle. There they go. Here's the man of the hour right there. Vince, happy Veterans Day, man.
Same to you, buddy. Same to you.
Yes, sir. Man. Yeah. How about that? Vince, you fished Friday also. You did fish the Open Series event. You had a good finish, a third place finish on Friday in the Open.
No, I had I think it was fifth.
Fifth. You had the third on Saturday. That is right.
Yeah, I had the third on Saturday. So.
Yeah, Vince ended up pulling off the Angler of the Year for the whole series.
That was a total surprise, man.
I know, man. I was stoked for you. It's like I saw Chad calling you, and he's like, "You might want to get over here. God, might have some hardware for you over here, and a little extra something to load that pocket up."
Yeah, but see, the thing at the same time, we were just getting off the water. We went way out. Me and Mike Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to that open water where that those 2-3 foot waves was hitting the side of your boat. So
oh yeah, definitely. And Greg, you came in
at the first area, and then it was like all the guys from Florida was at that area. So we switched to the other side. So
Yeah, y'all went around that little point clear, huh?
Yeah, we did. It was, I think it's about what 2.5 miles.
About 2.5 miles all the way, yeah, and then going back the other way. I was looking at some of that stuff on the other side. It looked kind of good too. Maybe if you had like a south wind or southeast wind, not as much. But we had a northeast wind that day, both days actually kind of blowing. It wasn't
I know.
like
and we both
super
had
strong,
PA.
but it yeah, rocking and rolling, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up tonight, Greg? How you doing? You're battering down for the oncoming storm.
Yeah, batten down the hatches.
Batten down the hatch. Getting ready for a little rocking and rolling. Ada. Right. Yeah, that thing don't know what it was going to do. It's been out there meandering since we were over in fishing the tournament. It's just like slow moving. At least it's not going to intensify too quickly, and might just be more of a rain and a wind event, not too much surge, hopefully.
Yeah, it's just part of that price that you pay for living on the coast, living in paradise, having access to, beautiful resources that Mother Nature provides. So every once in a while, we got to deal with one of these storms. So
tell everybody where are you from exactly? Where are you at?
Well, I'm Greg left Guntersville because I used to be in Guntersville.
Yeah.
But I'm currently in Tampa, Florida.
Okay. You get to fish those pristine flats over there.
Yeah, it's
good mangrove areas and stuff. Yeah.
Watching the first half of the show from backstage and listening to you guys talk about Florida. I don't know, man. I was talking to Amanda with KBF, sending her some messages about my thoughts about fishing, the Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area. Man, those waters up there were nice. That was something else. Here in Tampa, it's beautiful. I love it. I love the fact that it's warm year round. I love fishing oysters and mangroves.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a tough bite here. I mean, everybody fishes, and because the weather's nice, everybody fishes all year long. We had the red tide 2 years back.
Yes.
Trout, redfish, and snook were shut down for a year. They were supposed to open them back up this spring. FWC took a look at it and said, hey, we're going to put it on the back burner again for another year. We'll take a look at it next spring. So, the numbers are supposed to be coming back, but, some of the local guides, some of them fish IFA, boat series.
Yes,
and a lot of them, they say, hey, if you can catch them in Tampa Bay, you can catch them anywhere.
Catch them anywhere.
Tampa Bay's a tough bite.
Tough fishing.
We
went to. I was in Siesta Key a couple years back for a wedding, and I actually caught some decent trout off of the beach there, and some big jacks. That was kind of fun. But yeah, man, I like that area over there. I just never really got in the backwaters in a kayak. I'd be interested to check that out sometime. Seems like a pretty cool.
Well, come on down, man. Let me know.
Might have to get over there sometime. Vince, what's going on tonight, man? You want to let everybody know where you're from and what's going on?
Yeah. Well, I'm from actually. I live here in Van Cleve, Mississippi, but mainly Pascagoula, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Bay St. Louis is where we actually fish at. So, like I say, I mean it's a different fishery too, about like Gulf Shores, but it's muddy and very shallow. So I mean, it was kind of easy for me to adapt a little bit easier. So once I got to the marsh, so. But it was all right. I mean, like I said, I like Gulf Shores. First time fishing there myself also. Even though I'm just only an hour and 48 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I never fished that far south. So
yeah, so after the fact, being I'm used to fishing marsh and stuff like that myself over here, I really would have fished somewhere over in the general vicinity where everybody else was, most likely. After looking at everything, and probably would have been in a different kayak. I would have been in something I could drag a little more and get over them humps and get into them deeper waters and stuff in the creeks and everything. Once I looked at everything, I didn't give myself a shot. I was out, that area was on my radar, but I decided to stay in the rivers. Kind of went with what I found, and then it just went the other way. Couldn't get away from the big ones.
Yeah,
unfortunately, those big ones didn't count.
I'm glad they opened it up late, man. Amanda opened that Fort Walton. I mean, not Fort Walton, Fort Morgan.
Fort Morgan area, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad they did. So when they did, I was like, okay, well, I'll look at that because I done seen a whole bunch of YouTube videos. And in my research, the guys fishing there. So I was like, hey, I mean, I was like, well, if you can make that long track out there and get in the marsh, and if the wind ain't that bad,
get back in there. And that's the key thing was me. If I'd have brought a little smaller kayak with that torpedo, I'd have burned all the way out there to some of them northern creek entrances and went way back in there. And that's probably what I'll do the next time.
yeah, that's what Greg did. Because I met Greg. I met you on Thursday.
Don't tell my secret. Don't tell my secrets.
You know, that's my bread and butter is in the marsh. So I should have stuck with something similar, but just pre-fishing and finding fish in the rivers, which I didn't find great size fish, but Friday I caught some good fish, and it was just like, man, if I really put 5 of these together, I'd be in contention. But it's just one of them things that happens. Things don't go your way sometimes. That's what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and y'all just got in it on them. Greg, what was your main tactic over there? What lure really got it done for you? If you don't mind sharing.
No, that part I don't mind sharing at all. During pre-fishing, I was throwing, some moving baits. My big fish came on, 1/2 ounce chatterbait with a gold blade and diesel minnows, 4-inch in gold. And then for a little bit smaller, I was throwing a DOA Cal Shad, but a lot of moving baits during pre-fishing. Was able to put together some pretty good stringers on those days. But when it came to tournament day, I knew I was going to be kind of locked into a certain area. I fished really, really slowly. I fished on an 1/8 ounce articulating jig head, a swing jig head, with a 3-inch Berkeley gulp shrimp in white and chartreuse, as the trailer rigged weedless, and just hopping it on the bottom, dragging it. You can work it a little bit faster. When I wasn't finding fish, I was moving a little bit more quickly. But once I got a bite or two, I'd slow down, really work the area real thoroughly.
Break down that area real well. Yes, sir.
Yep. So.
See, and that's what I did. I was burning I was over some good flats, and with the crankbait, I was throwing along the sandbar edges and getting fish. But the main fish I found that I was seeing were on like 2 foot deep flats. So I'd had a wake bait that I'd burn a little faster to get it down because there was some chop on the water with the wind. So I wanted to get that bait just a little bit down over that flat. And then I was having fish boil on flash on that thing all day. They just did not want to eat it, man. And I throw other stuff in there, chatterbait, spinnerbait. Grande makes a shrimp imitation. It smells real good. It's got some good fish attractant on it too. Just bumping that thing slow along the bottom, same way. They just would not eat it. I caught some small fish. Had some beautiful small fish. I had one with 16 spots. 15 3/4, barely under there. Then I caught a 19 3/4 on the crankbait. It's probably like a 4 foot, edge of a sandbar off a channel swing, and and then the big ones. I had 3 over 30 inches again on that day, and the same as the day before. The big fish were in them rivers. It's definitely fun. Vince, what about you, man? How that championship Saturday pan out?
Saturday was real tough because on the previous day on Friday, we caught a lot of. I ran into some schools in the little creek I was in, and and most of them was like, I think my biggest fish might have been 23, but it was like 21s, and I put 5 fish on the board, and that was my goal for both days, just to put 5 fish on the board, and you know how hard that is. And
and with seeing what happened on Friday for the Open, 5 decent fish, and you were right there. 5 22s, and you were in the money. So it's like it was.
The thing is I threw everything. I threw everything. One of my main things I saw that Slam Shady. I threw that for a while and didn't get nothing. I threw everything I knew. I mean, I threw Matrix. And then all of a sudden, I got a subscription of Matrix, and it had this little shrimp, the little Matrix shrimp that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I put that on the popping cork, and 5 fish just like that. Boom. It came in, and I started putting fish on the board. And because of the wind, I was like, well, and because of the wind and the chop in the water, I was like, well, let's call them to me. So that's what I did on
See, I put on the popping cork, same thing in the wind. You know, that's my go-to over here in Texas on them wind-blown shorelines, and the water's a little higher than normal. You know, the shrimp imitation of popping cork and call them in. Yeah. I couldn't buy redfish on it. I was catching bass on that thing, which is hilarious. And I was like, man, I can't buy redfish on it. Yeah, I caught
all redfish on me. I mean, they hit it hard. The shrimp is really small, man, and it has a weedless hook. And that's the only thing I had. I had to change that to a jig head because, I mean, I missed some real good redfish on that because the hook was just barely sticking out of the plastic. And,
okay.
And I didn't get a good hook to that.
Exposed hook.
Yeah, it wasn't exposed at all. Yeah. And then on the second day, we went in the same area, went into the same creek, and nothing. I caught 2 or 3 trout early on, and then I caught 1 redfish, and the rest of the day, man, I was struggling. I was going to the mouth, and finally I said, well, let me just put on this gold spoon. I went to old school. Yeah, and I started putting on that. The sun came out a little bit, and then the wind laid down. I started hitting the shoreline with a gold spoon, and they was killing it. So, and then I went to the mouth of the creek at the beginning, and I think I had maybe about it was 1 o'clock then, and that's when I started putting fish on the board, and I put that last fish on the board at about 1:12. And it looked like it was all torn up. The tail was torn up.
I saw that picture.
Yeah, the tail was all beat up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. That one was 26, wasn't it?
25.
Or 25, yeah. It was a little bigger fish. Yep. That one put you on up there.
I got challenged on that one.
Oh, yeah.
I got challenged. I was like, whoa. But I took like 3 or 4 pictures because
just to make sure. Yep.
Oh yeah, they tell you to always take 2 or 3 pictures. So
definitely always back up them photos. And then there's a lot of things. You know, sometimes they'll be blind in the eye or there'll be something wrong. I actually film releasing it and get swimming off because I've had that happen before. Somebody tried to say, "Hey, that's a dead fish." And I said, I got a video, submit it, and it's swimming off. Nope, that's good. That fish counts. You'd be surprised.
And the only reason I didn't do that,
them internet judges.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't do that is because I was trying to get another fish, man. I was fishing all the way up to 130, man. Because I was in this 5-foot trough, and then I caught like 4 fish at about starting from 1, and then two of them broke off.
Yeah. Oh man. Whew.
I mean, 2 of them broke off because I couldn't bring the thing in because I had to high stick it, and he went the other way. My kayak went that way, so
because of the wind, because he was out more in the open water then.
Yeah. Yep. So ain't nothing I could do. I couldn't turn that PA-14. He was turning it around.
Yeah.
But then I got caught in my top water, so lure up top. So I was like, man.
That's what happens sometimes, man. You just get that rush of the moment. The fish is going one way, kayaks going the other, and that's what we always say to the new people starting out. I mean, y'all can attest to this. Is man, I got it down to a system. I mean, everything is in the same place all the time. Where I know where I can get to my net. I know where I can get to this here. I know where my pliers at. I know where my extra jig heads are at. You know, just like if anybody's starting out, that's one thing that I harp on right there is organization in the kayak, big time.
Yeah, and the thing
learn
is,
learn your system.
Yep.
I did the wrong thing. I took my rod tip up high instead of staying down low.
Yeah. So you could have moved up a couple places in the event that day. But you know, it still ended up pretty good overall for you. You know, you took the series Angler of the Year award. That's a pretty good, pretty big deal, man.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't even know. What I was shooting for is 5 fish and trying to place, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
that was
Andrew
my goal.
and Kalon was right there. I made up a little bit of ground, but I wasn't as close as those two. And it was just, it was like, I was like, when I was coming in, I was like, man, I said, Kalon didn't catch a fish. I said, Andrew only had 3. I said, man, Vince might gonna take this.
Yeah, and when I think Andrew texted me, he said, man, you may have. I mean, he texted me and said, you may have Angler of the Year. I said, well, man, I'm just trying to put fish on the board. I mean, I got small, so I didn't think I had that many points for that, because those guys, man, they've been good in the series. So I was like, all right, and we'll see when I get back. So, and that's when I was way on the water on the tip of my locations. So I was trying to get back. So
yeah, Chris. I mean, Chad was like, man, you might want to get back over here.
Yeah, and that's when we were. We just had loaded up. I tried to load my partner up, and Mike and Carter, because I don't like, if I go out there with somebody, we come back together.
Yes.
I had a
system, man. It's nice to have that sometimes. When it's a little rougher or something, unfamiliar area. Yeah.
He told me, nah, you go ahead. And I was like, nah, you don't leave nobody behind, because some of the smallest things can happen. And then you get stranded out there. So I just that's what it took us a pretty long time, because the wind was right in our face. Coming back. So
that's a trait from the military there. You don't leave your brothers behind. Oh yeah.
No, you never do.
Yep. So Greg, you ended up pulling off the win on Saturday in the series championship, and you say you had you fished it last year also.
I did. I was actually runner-up last year. I finished behind Dolphin Hamilton last year over in Flagler. That's where I met Vince. Met him last year, and I fished the Open last year, the day before the championship, and I might have made those fish a little lip sore. I might have overworked them. So this year I decided I wasn't gonna do that. I spent the Friday of the Open pre-fishing somewhere else. I had 2.5 days of pre-fishing.
What was your best 5 fish on that day?
I finished with I think about 111.
You would have been in the money if you.
Yeah, in a different spot. Yeah,
so in a different spot.
The practice tournament. I was using that pre-fish time to familiarize myself with the app, with Fishing Chaos. And just having that routine down, that system down, catch my fish, land my fish with my net, get my board. This is how I do it. And you've got to have that muscle memory.
Definitely.
But
I'll say that for us not, for the app, for all of us not having to use it and just jumping right in, it was pretty easy to navigate too. I thought it was
I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
My question, and I was hollering at Joe. You were talking about Joe paddling the whole time. I run a Torpedo. And I ran it out, man. And the only angler I saw on competition day was Joe with his paddle. No pedals. I mean,
that's a paddling pool, man.
He was
paddles,
out there.
Dude. Yes.
But I was hollering at him because I wasn't sure. I was like, hey, man, did you submit a fish yesterday? Did you get an email back saying accepted, denied? Because the other app, they send you a message. And so I wasn't certain. I'm sitting there texting, trying to figure out, hey, are my fish accepted or not?
Right.
Because, once I started uploading, I started looking at the leaderboard and I was like, all right, I'm
there was a little bit of a lag on the leaderboard. And then once you reloaded it, boom, they popped up. So,
well,
once you got through that little growing pain,
I prefer not to know. Like Vince was saying, you fish hard till the end. I want to upload my fish and have no idea. My last fish that I caught, the picture was 129.
Oh, wow.
So I'm, right up till the end. it didn't cull anything,
Yep.
but I fished
All up to the last second. That's me. I'm the same way.
You got to leave it out on the field.
Yep.
When I was in high school, I did some sports and stuff like that, and that's just how you do it. You don't slack off until it's done. And then even once it was done, man, once I made it back to the landing, packed up my stuff, I spent 15 minutes cleaning up the garbage that was out there. The folks of Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, they went through a rough time with their storm. A lot of debris has been blown around and stuff. Go ahead and give the folks there the benefit of the doubt that some of that garbage was there because it got blown around. Not that people were being irresponsible, but I really do try and take it upon myself to make an effort to clean up, leave things better than they were when I got there. Because, being on the water, man, it's my happy place. It brings me a lot of joy. And I want to be able to keep going back. There are places here in Tampa that they're shutting down. They're not letting folks access anymore with their kayaks. They're paving it. They're putting up restrooms and stuff like that because people aren't being responsible with the area. They're being there and they're
always
littering.
Take more than what you come in with. I always try to preach that. We got great fisheries here in Texas also that, Texas, we're very lucky. Unlike Louisiana, there's some privatization of some of their water over there. But we got great places. I mean, just bank access off the side of, a road easement that's public. So you just slide in off into a creek right there. You can go, and we're lucky to have all that. So anytime I see trash or anything, man, it's just rough to see that because that stuff can be taken away really quick, just like you're saying. Rough, that's my time to decompress on the water. That's what I enjoy doing, Kevin, we should all be that way. Definitely. Yes, sir.
Now, still at the same time, I think come next year, if we don't have all these hurricanes in that area, that area should have more areas open up for us.
It's gonna turn on, be a little more. They said it was off a little bit, because a lot of people over there do target all of those fishing piers and stuff. They ended up paying off pretty good, but they weren't on them this year. The fish weren't on them like they should have been.
Yeah, and I think it's because of some of the structure and some of the what happened with the actual Sally and
yes, sir.
And other hurricanes that came through there. So.
Yeah. Sally wasn't even a month and a half back. In the almost like the second week of September. So that storm wasn't that far removed. There were still businesses, ransacked, destroyed. So I'm definitely looking forward to next year. It's definitely going to go through a little change. I think it's a good thing. It's going to be big. I think it's going to be big next year. Get everybody involved in these monthlies and go for it. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drive over to the east coast of Florida. Kalon Johnson, man, he was working it on the Gulf every month, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hang with AOY points next year over here in Tampa Bay. I might have to start fishing those Atlantic waters and try and
fish a little more over that way. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to try to fish more of them this year.
Yeah, I know, man. It's tough. I had been trying to get Kalon in that for the longest, and Mike Malone is another guy that
yes, sir.
We're trying to get up. They got some good guys that's down here, man.
Brandon, Thibodeau.
Yeah, and then all the guys. I'm glad all the guys from Florida showed up because
that was a good time.
I know it, man. I mean, that just shows. I mean, them guys, they know this fishery, man, and the
Lewis,
thing is,
and then what was it? Thomas.
Yep.
All them guys. It was good meeting all them guys, man. It's a good time. Benton and Perry. Yeah. He won the open event on Friday. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us tonight. He's spending his the evening with his wife for the anniversary. So shout out to you, man. Happy anniversary, brother. Sorry you couldn't come on, but props to you on your win on Friday. Brandon Barton was also there fishing. Matt Van, one of my Torquedo teammates. Me and him shared some water, shared some info. I appreciate all that, brother. It was good hanging out with everybody. Like I said, the camaraderie is one of the big aspects of these tournaments. It's drawing us all in, and band of brothers. It's kind of like just want to get a group hug sometime. You know,
yeah, I know it. I mean,
you know, everybody just like a, you know, we become almost like a little family, you know, traveling around, meeting up at all these different places. You know, I can dig that, man. That's awesome.
and then the area that they had this at, like the wharf.
Yeah,
I mean that was a remarkable place, man. I mean,
that's legit, man. It was on point. 99-cent margaritas. Oh, Courtney was the one that partake in that little bit. You know, he was staying right there, so he got him a few too. You know, it's a good time over there. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed meeting both of y'all.
What I liked the most was that light show, man. I mean, did you?
Yeah. With that sound system.
That sound system they had in that whole area, I was like, whoa. Yeah. I mean,
oh man,
it'd be a pretty good place to bring your kids and your family.
Bring the family and the kids.
Yeah, it's a family.
I'm definitely down. I'm down for that. That's what I told them. I said they can come with me. They can do their own thing during the day, and they'll be fine. They'll be just fine. Yeah. I drag the trailer or whatever. We'll get us a nice little place and be all set. You know. But man, I want to thank Chad Hoover and Amanda Brandon who put in work on this series, and looking forward to the big things next year. You know, I'm excited about next year, and you know the championship they're going to work it out. It looks like it's going to be in Gulf Shores again, from what we heard. So we'll wait to see the final word on that. And I'm definitely excited to get back into that, man. I'm ready, and then we'll see what other open series will be. We'll have a couple open events on that, one Atlantic and one Gulf, possibly two.
Yeah.
See what happens. We'll see when the schedule comes out. The monthly challenges should be kicking off again pretty quick.
December, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking it is. Who knows? We'll probably get some more info on that in the next week or so. And then I'm sure they'll have the complete results for the rankings for the Angler of the Year results coming out here the next few days or so. But yeah, man, thank y'all for coming on tonight, breaking it down a little bit what we did over there. We appreciate both of y'all. Vince, congrats on your finish, Angler of the Year for the KBF Redfish division. Greg, congrats on your win. Major
I don't know if
props,
y'all just saw that, but I lost power here for a second.
Oh yeah, we wish you well over there, man. Y'all stay safe in the storm.
Thank you.
And man, I hope to have y'all again soon. We'll do a podcast episode. I'm planning on get all of y'all that I met on the podcast, and we're going to do a little Q&A and go more in depth.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
We can do that.
So once again, man, thank you guys for coming on. Brian Schiller, you want to jump back on and we'll wrap this up, man? Yeah, thanks for everybody for jumping on live tonight. Take it easy, Vince. Good night, man. Good night, Greg. All right. Brian, what's going on,
Good
man?
job,
Thanks for running the background. You know, good time.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
You know, we got a little bit more going on. You know, we just announced this week the Paddle and Fin Trail Series.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's exciting, man. It's had a great response so far. No real overlaps. We got one tournament in Michigan, May 15th, and there's another tournament 7 miles down the road. So we're trying to work the kinks out on that one. We may go the day after. We may try to partner up on that event, but either way, we're working on it. But yeah, man, exciting stuff. And for everybody listening and watching, if you belong to a club, we got that Clash of Clubs event in Tennessee the beginning of April. If you guys are interested in that, email pnftrail@gmail.com. I think we got like 20 some clubs already signed up. Our goal is to hit 50, maybe go over that. And we got clubs coming from all over.
Correct? Dale Hollow,
Hollow Lake in Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
I
think I'm going to become an honorary member of the club that Adam Reiser's part of.
There you go.
Adam, you got your bud, it got you. Hey, another thing, man. Yeah, big news on that. That's awesome with the trail series. I'm gonna try to make a few of those and go to the bass side for a little thing. But then I want to put something out there. Chasing the Tide will be having an online February trout challenge. So we're gonna have a 10 trout, speckled trout.
Nice.
Cumulative measurements. Fish have to be alive, non-altered, all that good stuff.
I was going to say, man,
posting some info on all that soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could order some into Illinois and just like cook them and put them on a board. Would that count? No.
Oh no. So yeah, we're gonna do wintertime speckled trout bash.
That's
put that
cool.
Together. Yeah, we'll use that Fishing Chaos app and got the guys on that, going to work on that with me. So we'll try to run that. We'll have to have some of you other guys judge that event because I'm going to fish it.
Sweet. I like it. it.
Yeah, man. And another big thing, I got Chasing the Tide just jumped on board with a supporting sponsor for the show, Waterloo Rods. I wanted to thank them. Jimmy Burns, the local guy here in my hometown, one of my sponsors also for fishing, is jumping on board as a show sponsor for Chasing the Tide. So look forward to some of that, some giveaways and some stuff like that, and then get the ball rolling, man. We moving along. This is my first live event. I hope everybody enjoyed it tonight. And
heck yeah, man. I think you need to do more of it. Need to do more of it.
Oh man, I don't know. I talk too much sometimes.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You did good, man.
I appreciate it, man.
The live thing is definitely a different aspect compared to like the normal podcast stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
A whole different aspect.
Different animal, man.
Yeah, with that being said, we're going to upload this. If you guys caught the show late, you can go back, rewatch on the Facebook page, or this will be uploaded Friday morning. Friday morning for listening instead of Sunday.
Okay.
And then the OG show will not have a show this week, tomorrow.
And then I should have a new Chasing the Tide for Sunday also.
Oh, well, 2 Chasing the Tide episodes in 1 week. There you go.
Well, we can leave this one up as that. That's fine.
That's up to you, man.
That's fine.
There may or may not be an episode.
There may
Sunday.
or may not
That's
be a podcast Sunday. If not, this will be your episode. And if you're listening all the way to the end right here, be the first one. Where would they comment?
Show post on Friday when this goes live.
Yeah, when this goes live, yeah.
So you got to do a show post Friday.
Be the first one to comment with my nickname, and I'll send you a bag of goodies.
Ooh. Are you going to tell them? Oh, your nickname's on the screen. So
yeah, it's on the screen. So yeah, first one to comment with my nickname. Everybody knows I like leave skid marks everywhere. So yeah, my nickname's Doo-Doo. So if you watched all the way to the end here and you hear me saying, hey, first one to comment on my nickname, you leave a comment what my nickname is, and you're the first one. I'm gonna look back and see who it is. I'm gonna send you a little bag of goodies.
There you go. There you go. Right on, man. Well, good show, dude.
Brother.
And we'll catch everybody out there in the listening world. I'll be back next week with Jay Randall Thursday night for our live show. We're taking the week off to be in the woods chasing deer.
Oh yeah, good luck out there, brother. Thanks for running the background, and no problem, I enjoyed this tonight. Thanks again to everybody that came on tonight. We'll have some more announcements soon for the Redfish series, and we'll see y'all again next time. What do you say now, Brian? Tight lines and
smooth paddling.